Good morning everybody, how's it going? Welcome to this week's video. As you can see, I am back. Had a lovely weekend in York, in the UK, for a friend of mine's stag do, which was great fun. York's a cool city, very historic. Definitely recommend if you've not been. It's cool. Lots of people though, not used to how many people there are in the UK, especially compared to central Portugal. So I arrived back day before yesterday, and then yesterday evening, cat's in a tree right next to you. So yeah, got back day before yesterday, and yesterday evening we were sat having a beer, got a voice message off one of our friends.
There's fire by me at the moment, right behind the bridge. I'm trying to wet everything here.
So I'll show you what happened. Now that's a bit close for comfort. That's very, very close. We probably need a plan. Holy shit. That's a big boy. Just checking on our neighbours.
Yeah, we can see all the smoke. It's okay, Albi.
So yeah, it was a fire started by one of the neighbours, completely by accident, and spread very, very quickly into some eucalyptus and some mimosa trees, and that was that. So we ended up with 4 aerial resources, 8 trucks, obviously a load of firemen. It was a bit close for comfort really. Luckily we managed to work out from pretty early on that it was going the other way, and so barring quite a change in wind direction we would be alright. Luckily we're in an area where we don't get too much in the way of wildfires, so hopefully it's just a rare accident. We've been a bit reactive and we've gone and given the place a last clean up and a last trim, got rid of some of the wood piles, so Carissa's wood chipping some of that. I'm going to carry on strimming because it never ends, but it's quite hot. Lots to get on with before it gets too hot anyway. See you later.
This video is very kindly sponsored by Bluetti. If you're a regular viewer, you know we're big fans of Bluetti. In fact, our entire home is powered by them. If you haven't heard of them before, then they create portable power stations, backup batteries and solar panels so you can have electricity and keep everything powered, whether you live remotely and off-grid like us, if you're going on a camping trip, or in an emergency or power cut to keep your home running. Today I'd like to share with you about their AC180, which we use for doing jobs around the land, whether that's powering our cement mixer, a jigsaw or wood chipper, or for keeping our laptop running for work. The portability of the AC180 combined with its power of 1800 watt AC output with a 2700 watt powerlifting mode makes it a very useful tool for our life here. It can power just about anything, even high demanding appliances like hairdryers, kettles and toasters. All of Bluetti's power banks and batteries have multiple ways to be charged, whether that's through one of their portable solar panels, your own fixed solar panels, a backup generator or AC outlet, or from the cigarette lighter in your car so it can charge whilst you're travelling. It speedily charges up and you can add up to 500 watts of solar panels. We use our Bluetti 350 watt portable solar panels. For us, Bluetti stand out in the industry for their high quality and ease of use, and they also currently have a Prime Day sale running. If you'd like to check them out, then you'll find a link in our description box below. Thank you so much to Bluetti for sponsoring today's video and for keeping us powered. So I'm just here in one of our big fields. This one is still quite green, and I thought I would answer a few questions. I put up a post on our Instagram page asking if anyone wanted any updates on any of our projects or any questions. So I thought I would answer them now, or some of them now. My favourite question is, when are we going to be adding a donkey to the family, which is something we would really love to do. I think we're a little while away from being able to do that. It would be amazing because having a donkey or some other animals to help keep on top of the grass on the land would be amazing. It would save Iwan a lot of time with the trimming, and they're just gorgeous creatures. We would love to have them here, but I think it's a matter of infrastructure. We need to fence in the whole property, add some paddocks, build a stable, and at the moment we just have too many other things that we need to do. We also get asked a lot why we don't keep some goats to help with the grass. A similar reason, but also a lot of our friends who have had goats now no longer have goats because they are quite difficult animals as far as our experience goes, especially if you just want to keep a couple on the homestead. You know, they're big escape artists, they destroy trees, they're very loud, and yeah, I think as cute as they are very troublesome. So yeah, we won't be getting goats, but a couple of donkeys and a couple of sheep I would love. And it seems a shame because all this grass is going to waste. Our friends with goats did used to come and collect the hay, as did our neighbour one day, but we're still a little while away from that. So one of the other questions was just kind of a general project update on the cabin, pallet cabin build that I'm standing in. This will be a new bedroom and indoor bathroom for us because the cabin bathroom situation we currently have is getting a bit difficult to live with. So yeah, this is going really well. Iwan's added a few more brackets to add some more support to the structure and make it even more sturdy. We're just waiting on a material delivery for the next step of the project. I think it's kind of tricky with documenting a project like this on YouTube because you kind of want to keep the momentum of the project going forward, but because we tend to work month by month with our budget, we have to kind of wait to buy the next set of materials and then wait for that delivery, so it can slow us down a bit. And especially now with the summer heat, we do tend to slow down a little bit with that. So slowly but surely it will all come together before we get started on the main building. That was another question of what's our plan for that. We would still really love to work on that. It's just figuring it all out, what we're going to do. We kind of want to do a better considered project, maybe do the roof a bit differently, and yeah, it's just, again, it's taking time to save up for and plan and decide what we're doing. So it will happen. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful when we do, and it's going to be such a lovely space to sleep in. But yeah, slow and steady, we will get there with all of these projects. This is the main building that I was talking about, and the other thing is actually it's really full of stuff at the moment because it's kind of working as our shed. So another benefit with building the cabin is that the old cabin will then be empty and we can store everything in there so that we can start working on there. Also, a lot of people ask, you know, how are you allowed to turn a barn into a house? This used to be a house. It has an urban article on the deeds, so it's, you know, an official building that can be a home. It wasn't a barn originally, so I think it's just become that over the times, and then hopefully we're restoring it back to what it once was. I think it did actually have 2 stories, one of our neighbours told us. So yeah, one thing to look out for if you are looking to do a project like this is look for the urban article on the deeds. So just walking past this oregano, and I think there is literally 100 butterflies living in it. The flowers are so lovely and they just seem to love it. It's so alive with them. The final project I'll give an update on, because I'm getting very warm in the sun, is the well. So we were working on this quite a few months ago now, building up the stone wall, which I think looks really beautiful, and then we capped it with, I can't remember the name of the things we used. They're like long beams and then blocks that sit in between. So we wanted to do that to cover the well, to protect it from the sun, to stop any algae growth and to discourage animals from living in it. There are still a few newts and a snake that lives in there, and we did this because we want to be able to drink the water, which we're getting very, very close to, so we'll give an update on that soon. So it's kind of doing the job that we wanted it to do. There is a final aspect that we do now need to concrete cap it. It's very hot here now, so it's not a very good time for pouring concrete. That would just solidify the top better and aesthetically would look better, but it's not super high on our to-do list now that it's doing the job we need it to do, and we just need to make the manhole cover because we still want to have access to the well, so there's a hole for that. So yeah, that will get done, and then I think the plan the Iwan has is to build a pergola on top of here, so put some posts in and then let the grapevines grow on it and create some shade and have a little seating area. I don't really like the idea of sitting on top of the well, it kind of terrifies me, so I don't know how often I will sit on it, and we don't want to do anything more than that, just like a simple table and chairs, even though it should be super solid. Like, I'm really confident with what we've built, it's just, yeah, I don't feel super relaxed stood on top of it. Yeah, really happy with how covering it has reduced the algae growth inside, so that's worked really well. I'm gonna go get back into our air-conditioned kitchen because I'm sweating.